everyone. It's 30 minutes before the show starts tonight. It's really exciting. It is 30 minutes before the show starts. Frank has your back. It's episode 2 of our series. Let's see here. If you have any questions, feel free to send me questions. I'm Jane Lewis, creator of the Fifth Holler series. I'll go ahead and get the questions started. I'm going to go ahead and send somebody a link here. They have asked for a link. If I can send him the link. Shubu, I just told him how to get to Fifth Holler channel. You should be able to find it. So if anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to ask a question. Wear my Fifth Holler t-shirt. If you want to order a t-shirt, it's timwhitelinerocket.com. I think it's the email link, and you can order t-shirts. That helps support the making of any future episodes to the series. You can order necklaces directly from me. You can go to spzo3 at yahoo.com and order necklaces directly to me. And I can give you the address to that again, spz03 at yahoo.com. And those funds for that, I can give you all those details when you send me an email, and that will actually benefit the Coal Miners Museum in Van Leer, Kentucky, which those donations go directly to them. Tonight's episode is Frank Has Your Back, where we last left off on episode 1. We have the 2 FBI agents that was sent to Rayland, Kentucky by their director, Joseph Barnes, who is played by Kurt Lewis, who happens to be my husband. He left them with a warning telling them basically to watch their back, that Rayland, Kentucky has a lot of mysterious things that happens down there, for them to be very careful and to kind of watch out for different things, because there are some strange happenings that goes on in that town. So to be very careful down there. Somebody just joined me. Thank you for joining, whoever just joined in. Then they went down to check out on a missing teenager, Jeannie Wells. Jenny Wells just recently moved to Rayland, Kentucky, whose father, at the time that they got their report, is also missing, and his name is Adam Wells, who is played by Jonathan Picklesmeyer, and Jenny Wells is played by Gina Meeks. Both very talented actors. They live down in Johnson County, Kentucky, also in the Paintsville area. So they are real nice people. I've been blessed to having both of them coming on board. Now, the two FBI agents sent down there. Two FBI agents that are sent down there is Agent Matthew Richards, played by Terry Sawyers, and Leanne Mead. She's the second FBI agent. Her character's name is May Lewis. They're both sent down there with to look for the missing teenage girl, not understanding why they're not looking for the father. But once they get down there, they're talking to the sheriff, played by Rick Roberts, and his character's name is James Robbins. Once they get there, they learn that they have another teenager missing, which is played by Shelby Castle. Her character's name is Carly Monroe. And the character that is playing at the desk that greets the two FBI agents is Troy Burchard. And his name is Alex Workman. And he greets them kind of not too terribly nice. He's very concerned about the paperwork that needs to be filled out to have these two guest agents to come into his territory. So he is kind of a little rough with them. And Mark Moreland, Deputy Mark Moreland, tries to kind of correct things with them. So I'm getting questions on my instant messenger, and that's okay. I'll answer them anyway. So while down there, Deputy Mark Moreland, who's played by Bill Mead, is doing an awesome job, who in real life is a deputy, and he's in real life married to the FBI director, Leanne Mead. If you caught any of the cast updates, so that's pretty. We've got a couple of different married couples that are on a cast. Myself and my husband, Kurt Lewis, who plays the FBI director. My character's name is Annie Hensley, and you'll meet her in this episode tonight. And oh, I got two people. Yes. Let's see here. some reason, let me go over here. I need to open up my screen a little more so I can read these questions. Hi, Zena. How are you doing tonight? How did you hear about the fifth holler? Zena said she's doing good. Thanks for joining us tonight, Dennis. I'm glad you were able to join us. I'm doing pretty good, Zena. How did you hear about the show, Zena? Thank you for subscribing. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a long day. This has been a lot of work putting this show together. It wasn't for the support of some of my friends, family, and a few other people, I don't think this would have happened. Um, a lot of the people that I've worked with on putting this together has been very supportive. This has been a long time coming. We started putting this together back in 2015. Show starts in almost 14 minutes. What would you like to see happen to the characters? This is new for me. This show started off as a TV series, actually. It's been showing down in Eastern Kentucky for almost a year now. So we've been looking at other avenues to get the show out, and somebody suggested putting it on YouTube. And so we decided to show it a little bit more on YouTube, what's been showing down in Eastern Kentucky. So that's how come we've gone to YouTube. So this totally is new. So to answer your, hope that answered your question. The good thing about it is there's no commercials. Thank you, Dennis. I'm glad you liked it. With each episode, we've added more action to it. We figured the first couple of episodes, it's more like introducing the characters so people will know the characters. And then as the episodes go on forward, there's more action. So there'll be some really cool fight scenes coming up pretty soon. Good. I'm glad I answered your question. Where are you from, Zena? Oh, okay. I've been doing paranormal stuff since 2004. I'm from Kentucky. All of this is filmed in Kentucky. It's filmed in a How long have I been doing YouTube? This is actually my second week. So we just started the show, putting it on YouTube. So this is my second week of doing YouTube. So this is like totally brand new. So you just started doing the series. My logo for this show was actually created by one of my cast members. The girl that plays Shelby, she plays the girl. Whoops, there it went. She actually plays Carly. In episode 1, she's the girl that was brushing the horse. That's Carly Monroe. Her name is Shelby Castle. She did the logo for the actually for the T-shirt and for the Fifth Holler logo. She did that. Thank you. So yeah, she's a very talented person. She's into doing the artwork. She will probably be doing the logo for when we get everything together. We thought about redoing the logo for season 3, but I think I might just keep it the way it is. White Line t-shirts are taking direct orders. I can send you that link. No problem. Yeah, I think it's thank you. It is also on one of the videos that I had mentioned earlier. Thank you to our sponsors. Mentions White Line t-shirts. But Dennis, I can send you a direct link. That's no problem. Okay, thank you, Zine. You're not going to be able to catch the live show tonight. You'll just come back and watch it later. No, I didn't know that. Okay, Xenia, have a good evening. No, I didn't know your group was hooked with the Travel Channel. When did that happen? Hey, Ben, glad you could join us. Dennis, just to let you know, Ben Hicks is one of my cast members. He plays Shorty on the cast. Thanks for joining us, Ben. His character's name is Dylan Johnson. He plays a bad guy. He's very mischievous. Yes, you are a misunderstood person. Misunderstood and misdirected. Dennis, you'll have to tell me more about being hooked up with Travel Channel whenever you can to message me. That's your show? I didn't know that. Looks like my show starts in 4 minutes. How you been doing, Ben? Thanks, Dennis. That makes me feel good. Ben, I'm glad you're keeping Shorty in shape. We're going to need him in a couple of weeks. I think we'll be back probably mid-November, the second week of November. That is, if Director Barnes not in surgery. Me neither. Working on a new script. I will do that. He's supposed to pop in here any minute to say hi to you guys. My sister lives in Phoenix, and she's supposed to join us tonight too during the show. I don't know if it's going to come on at 8:00 p.m. after everything's done, or if it's going to come on at 5:00 their time. Because they're 3 hours behind us right now. Well, we're down to seconds before the show starts. Thank you, Dennis. That's really sweet. I hope so. Not so much for me, but for all the cast that they have put so much hard work into this. And, they're all volunteers. Every single cast member that I have worked so hard on this, and they've done nothing but volunteer. Every single one of them. They volunteer as actors and as crew. Well, it looks like we are starting. All right. Let me shrink this down. Get used to that.
There's a cold, cold wind blowing here tonight. It's healing in. Honey, something ain't right. I see the writing on the wall, and I hear the bells toll. Lord, it's so hard. And I close my eyes, hear all I see. Your haunting voice tortures me. Touch these walls, yeah, memories flow. Lord, it's so hard letting go.
Well, the show has started.
Lord, it's so hard. Lord, it's so hard letting go.
Everybody got their popcorn ready?
May I help you, Alice? I've got this. Morning, agents. Trust y'all had a good night's sleep after your long trip.
Yes, that hot tub suggestion you made was a great idea. I went to sleep and slept like me.
And the lounge next door was pretty awesome, too. I'm glad you two had a great evening. Come on back and I'll introduce you to Sheriff.
Wait. You know they have paperwork they must up for the city sheriff.
Oh, they're okay, Alex. I'll vouch for them. They're here to help us look for the, well, yeah, I know, I should have said FBI agents.
Hello, sir. Yes. Yes, the FBI agents are here. I will do my best to keep it out for you. Okay.
Sheriff, the FBI agents are here. This is Special Agents Matthew Richards, Agents May Lewis.
Just call me Matt, sir.
You could just call me Lewis.
All right, Matt, Lewis. You just call me Sheriff. Everything will be just fine. David, I'll take her here. You just go on back to your duties.
Sure thing.
Okay, Sheriff. What can you tell us about the missing victims? And let's try to start with Mr. Wills.
Adam Wells, he's from here. His job relocated to West Virginia. A few months ago, he came back here. Him and his daughter. His wife passed away. He works as a mechanical engineer. It's just the two of them.
Sheriff, do you know if he had any enemies or any disagreements with anybody in town?
No, he's well liked around here. Fit right in like he never left the community. He volunteers with the Humane Society, Wags Whiskers. My wife, she's president.
Wow, that must be hard for a single father raising a teenage daughter without a mother. Do you happen to know how his wife died?
Nah, I never got that personal with him. Never did come up with conversation.
Wow, I can see why he would want to start a new life somewhere else. What do you know of his daughter, Jenny?
Jenny, she's a good kid. She made friends quick with the locals. Her friend Carly, she's the one who came to her office and poured her business. Mark?
Yes, sir.
When you say she was coming over here this morning?
She was supposed to be here before school started this morning, about 45 minutes ago. Maybe she wanted to sign in first class first. I'll call the school and see what they say.
Great, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Director Barnes was telling us about maybe some mysteries here in the town. Can you enlighten us on anything that you know about?
director. I don't know how he knows about this stuff, but there's an urban legend about the Fifth Holler, about the ghosts and miners and stuff going on around here. Every decade, this ghost, the soul taker, whatever you want to call him, he shows up and he captures the souls of these miners to see. No one knows why. But anytime someone goes missing, they blame the damn mine shaft.
Interesting. Does any of these people ever show back up?
Yeah, some of them do. Some are found on Facebook. Some of them run away from here, join the carnival, French Foreign Legion, or some kind of crap. I don't know. They come back later, though. Some fall off the cliffs and ravines. They die from injuries from exposure. Others, we just don't know about.
If I recall, a few years ago, didn't a prisoner escape from prison down here and live in the mountains for a few years before he was recaptured?
Yeah, that's true. One could live in the hills for eternity out there. You know, he just made a mistake to run across some wildlife rangers that are out in the area searching.
Yeah, this is Deputy Mark, the Sheriff's Office. I'd like to speak with one of your students, please. Carly Monroe. She was supposed to be with me at the office this morning on her way to school. She hasn't showed up at school yet? No, she's not in trouble, but she does.
What's wrong, Miss McCray?
My baby's missing.
Well, calm down, don't stop.
Where's the sheriff? He needs to get out there and find my Carly.
What's going on? Deputy Martin, go ahead and drink your coffee. Whatever else you're doing, I'll handle this.
Well, I can see you've got it.
Well, I got it. All right, there's paperwork that must be filled out before you can see the sheriff.
Alex is right. Oh,
You know what you can do if your paperwork. We're going to see the sheriff.
Please
You gotta see the sheriff.
You're not going to do it.
I'm going, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm saying this out, I'm going. I'm going.
Come on.
Sheriff, Carly's missing. Carly's missing.
My baby didn't even sleep in her bed last night.
Sheriff, they're insisting to see you. Mark, what the hell is going on here?
Sheriff, I called the school this morning. They said Carly never came in. Her parents come in, they're upset. They said she didn't come home last night, and you can see they're upset.
Yeah. Mark, why don't you just go over to school, check out the lockers, ask any of your friends if they seen Jenny or Carly. Alex, leave the paperwork right here and go back to that front desk, and I'll take care of the necessary details.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll just stand back here, okay?
It's all right to talk to these FBI agents. They're here to talk about Adam and Jenny are missing.
Mr. and Mrs. Monroe, I'm Agent Richards, and this is Agent Lewis with the FBI. We're here covering another case, but we would love to hear about the possibility of listening to your case about your daughter missing.
Carly said something to me about that last night at dinner. Sheriff, what's happening to this town? There's people missing here.
Miss Monroe, I promise you, we will do everything. But we're going to need your help too. We can't do this without you. Have you contacted any of her friends? Anybody?
Well, Carly she's a shy girl. She just mostly stayed around her cousins, Susie and Monica. And then there's Jenny.
Sheriff, I hate to interrupt. Mr. Wells just came in to file a missing persons report. I put him in the office across the hall. I thought he's missing too. That's some good news. Agents, will you go talk to Mr. Wells? I'll take care of the Monroes here.
Sounds like a plan. Alex, can you show us where Mr. Wells is at?
Mr. Come with me, agents. Come talk.
Mr. Wells, I'm Agent Richards, and this is Agent Lewis with the FBI. We've been understanding you've been missing lately and talking to people. And could could you please tell us maybe your whereabouts for the last 48 hours?
And you didn't take your daughter with you to do this?
I go up there every other weekend. Jenny knows that. I gave her a call and asked her to come by and say goodbye. I mean, it wasn't going to take long. Besides, what? Have you ever spent a weekend with a pouting teenager?
I can understand the pouting teenagers. I've got 5 of those myself. But let me ask you a question. Why did you move back to Raven from West Virginia?
To make a long story short, I'm from around here. When I went to college at Moorhead, I met Kate, Jimmy's mother. And, well, after college, we couldn't find a job around here. So we went to West Virginia for better jobs. Then we have Jenny.
Mr. Wells, what made you think that Jenny was missing if you left her regularly at home on the weekends? And after 48 hours of her gone missing, another 24 hours passes and one of her other friends goes missing. And here you show up to report her missing?
Whoa! Wait. Are you considering me a suspect here? Look, Jenny calls me every night. But the house in West Virginia, the cell phone signal isn't always consistent. I didn't even think about it until I got home here today.
Yes, you are a suspect. And since you've returned, we've had 2 girls that have been missing. So what makes you think that something may not have happened to Jenny?
I would never do anything to hurt my Jenny or her friends. I got home. The front door was unlocked. There was like a gallon of milk just splattered all over the kitchen floor. Cereal everywhere. And Jenny's phone was laying in the middle of the living room floor. What else was I supposed to think?
Mr. Wells, you do understand that we have to ask you these questions to rule you out as a suspect. But until these girls are found, I strongly suggest that you make no more trips back to your home place. We'll take you home and we'll check your story.
I'm not going anywhere.
I went ahead and went through Mr. Wells and Jimmy's cell phone records. His timeline does match up to what he said in the interview. He went ahead voluntarily and gave us her laptop. I went through it. There was maybe some church, some school functions mentioned in the calendar. But our tech guys in the office can go ahead and go a little bit deeper than I can into it.
Well, I wouldn't keep Mr. Wells off the suspect list, but we're going to keep a close eye on him.
No, sir. I'd like to take the 2 FBI agents with me if it's okay to Monroe's house. Maybe we can find something that would help us in the case.
That sounds good to us. 3 sets of eyes are better than 1.
Hey, Mark. My aunt and uncle are actually home right now. They just went out to hang out some flyers around town.
Susan, this is Special Agents Matthew Richards and Agent Von Lewis. We're here with the FBI to help us on this investigation. We were kind of wanting to look around in Carly's room. Do you think Bill or Betty would have any objection to that?
I mean, if the house find Carly, it shouldn't be a problem.
Susie, does Carly have anything like an iPad, a computer, a cell phone, or possibly a diary or something like that we might be able to get some additional information?
Yeah, me and Carly share this iPad, and we've looked for her phone everywhere, but we can't find it. And she doesn't know it, but she keeps her diary under her pillows. I can get it for you.
No, hold on, Susan. Let the agents, show the agents where the stuff is, and we'll let them collect them with the gloves. If we're lucky, we can hurry with this stuff back over to the office and have all the evidence sitting down together.
Sure. Oh, okay, I get it. Just like they do in the crime shows. Ah, yes. Here it is.
Looks like, looks like there's some notes in it too. I think we can take this back to the office. We'll bag it, take it back there and check it out.
I'll call Alex at the office. Hey, Alex. It's Deputy Mark. Hey, hold off on that evidence. We got some more that we put. Do what? Really? Annie's store's just been broken into. We need to really get back over there.
That sounds good. Yeah, we'll be okay. Susie, thank you so much for letting us come in here. And would you please tell Bill and Betty that we really appreciate it. If you need anything more, just make sure that they call the sheriff's office.
I sure will. I really hope you guys find Carly.
Us too.
Annie! It's Deputy Mark. I have 2 FBI agents with me. Are you okay? Annie? Annie, are you okay? You in here? It's happening again, ain't it?
Yeah, Shaya. Afraid that it is, but we have never had 2 girls going missing at the same time, so close together.
I know. What do you think we should do this time?
Same as we always done in the past. Just be ready.
I just really feel like you betrayed me. I mean, I trusted you and I told you this, and that really upset me. I just don't know anymore.
Honestly, I didn't tell them everything about Annie and the Soul Taker. Just enough that Eric and I could pull a prank. It was a good prank. You should have seen everyone's faces.
You're still not getting my point. I just don't think that...
Baby, I've been thinking. Baby, I don't know what I want to do, but I know that I want you to be a part of it.
I want that too, but I don't want to stay here. I was really hoping you'd be excited about the college stuff I got you.
I am. But I don't know if college is in the cards for me. My parents are expecting me to take over the family store, and
that means you're staying here. I don't want to spend the rest of my life here, and if that means leaving you, then I guess we're done.
babe, I know it's not ideal, but maybe if I work there at my parents' store for a couple of years and save up money, I can go to community college, and we can make it work. Baby, are you okay?
That's Carly's phone.
Susie! Susie!
Hello? Hey, you all right?
I think I got hit by a truck.
Charlie, what the hell are you doing out here?
I was on a date with Susie till she dumped me, left me here, and I got the crap beat out of me.
I've never been dumped like that. Who did this?
Susie found Carly's phone and a human skull. It freaked her out because she screamed and ran off.
I see that happening.
When I reached down to pick up Carly's phone, I got jumped from behind. I think I got a couple of good shots in, but he got the better of me.
I'd say Annie's house ain't too far from here. We'll get you over there, get you all fixed up. Come on. All right, Charlie. Here. You stay right here. I'm going to go get Carly's phone, all right?
I ain't going anywhere.
All right, whoever you are, I better not catch you around here hurting anybody else. All right, come on, let's get you to Annie's. got company. Open up.
All right. You know, enough noise to wake the dead. What's going on here? Shane, what are you doing banging on my door this time of the night?
Look who I found out by the holler.
Charlie, you look awful. Shane, take a look to the kitchen. Set him down. Let me go put on some different clothes. Okay? I'll be right there.
To the kitchen.
I'm sorry for causing such trouble.
You two should have known better than to be messing around the holler this time of night.
Charlie, what were you doing at the holler this time of the night?
Susie and I broke up. I guess I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He and she and those kids in that holler, you think they know better.
That, you know, the same thing we thought as teenagers. Dog ghost story.
When they were out there, they found Carly's phone and a human skull.
I think the skull is what terrified Susie because she ran off, and the next thing I know, I'm getting beat up.
You know, good luck you just got knocked around. Nothing ever has come good from being out there at the holler at night.
Penny, I think I know who I was fighting.
Good. Who was it? I'll go take care of him right now.
Well, from all the stories I've heard from Susie over the years, I'd say it was the Soul Taker.
No. Maybe that's who you thought you saw after you got knocked out.
He matched the description Susie's always told me from you. Tall, black figure with glowing eyes.
Did he say anything to you?
It's a little bit fuzzy, but he mentioned something about everyone needing to be ready and how the order wouldn't be pushed out and how sacrifices need to be made.
Well, let me finish getting you all fixed up, and then we'll call your parents and let them know where you're at.
Why? There's no one at home to miss me. Mom's out visiting her sister, and the second the store closes, Dad's either drunk or he's passed out. You might as well just call Pastor Stone. He's been more of a father to me than my real dad ever was.
Annie, I'll call Pastor Stone while you finish fixing him up.
All right. Now, Charlie, when I get done with you, I'll fix you someplace to sleep at night. You can just stay here.
Thanks a lot, Annie. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, Alex, I just came by to see if by chance you all have any leads on who broke into my store the other night.
Have you noticed anything missing? A couple of minutes out there. I don't see how you can.
Alex, are you criticizing my store? Because you really don't want to go there with me this morning.
I'm just stating the facts. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, it's been a long, sleepless night, and you really don't need to be bantering with me.
Listen, you can get your feathers in a row if you want to. I don't care.
Morning, Annie. Sorry about Alex. He's in rare form today.
Yeah, this is not normal. You're just not here to see it.
Well, I guess that's a good thing. Annie, Hank, what can I do?
Well, Mark, Shane was out by the holler last night. Found Carly's phone.
Oh, Shane, that's not the problem. I can take it back there. It's for you. Okay?
No. I'll bag it. I'll get it over to the agents whenever they get here. They're handling all the evidence per the sheriff.
Okay. I wouldn't want to break the chain of command or anything. Mark, Brad, Francis, Bill, Alex, Stephen, Basha. I was helping Hensley here. Mark's taking care of Miss Hensley. Now, you come with me. Yes, sir.
disturb evidence. Why didn't you call? You got the number.
There was just too much going on last night, Charlie got attacked. I had to take care of him.
Well, that's not acceptable. You definitely should have called me. That's my job to protect the people here of Rayland, no matter how stubborn they are.
Shane found something else too. Are the agents here yet?
I just got the phone with them. They should be here back now.
Oh, well, good. Then I'll just wait for him.
Waiting on longer.
Mark.
Mark, do you have any more news for us?
Yeah, Andy here.
But actually, yeah, Shane found Carl's phone last night, and Mark has it.
Oh, yes, here you go.
What other information do you have for us, Andy?
Yeah, I have something else I need to tell you guys, but I need to tell you in private because I don't want to alarm anybody that might come through the door next. Mark, would you have a room available that we could go and talk in private?
Yeah. Y'all can use the conference room. I've got to stay up front here at the desk until Alex gets back. You want to see me, Shirley?
Alex, have a seat. Alex is going to have a seat. We need to have a talk. You've been with us 7 years now. 7.5 years. Right. During that time, your performance has been outstanding.
Well, thank you, Sheriff. I do my best to follow protocol.
Lately, I've noticed a change in your attitude.
Attitude, I have done everything that's been expected of me and then some.
In the last few weeks, you've been a little on edge. You've been argumentative with Mark, the FBI, Monroe's. Just now, you've been rude to Annie.
I'm just following station protocol like I always have. That's all I'm doing.
You know, there's been a lot going on in town. I want you to be more aware when you're talking to staff and visitors with your tone of voice.
Yes, sir.
You're the first person people meet when they come to the office. First impression, how we serve our community. If they see a bad attitude, they assume bad service. If they see a good attitude, they assume good service.
Noted. Would that be all, sir?
That's all, Alex. Go back and relieve Mark, sir.
You got your reputation.
You bet. So, Annie, what kind of info do you have for us?
In a minute, I gotta tell you something else first. Charlie and Susie worked out of the home last night, and they found Carly's cell phone. Shane last night was out doing his evening walk around the holler, and he happened to find Charlie beaten up pretty bad, but he brought him over to my shop. Is Charlie okay this morning? Yeah, Charlie, he's doing fine. But last night, he had told Shane that they seen a human skull up there. When Shane went back to get it, it was gone. He couldn't find it. Now, he's going back this morning. Shane's gonna hang some surveillance cameras out there. That way we can keep an eye on the area. Now, what Charlie told us last night was that he was jumped by a man all dressed in black and wearing a mask.
Annie, have you told anybody about this?
No, just you two. Well, did Charlie say that he remembered anything at all? Now, all Charlie said that he remembers is that this person was telling him something about giving a message to everybody to be ready. And he mentioned something about the water will not be pushed out this time. He also mentioned something about having to save the world. Is Charlie planning on reporting what happened to him? Do you know? No. Charlie doesn't trust anyone here. That's why I'm telling you all this info.
Wow, that kind of left everybody hanging again. Well, in 2 weeks on, let's see here. November the 12th will be episode 3, and that's when I have faith. So look forward to seeing you then. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye.